Hello everyone. In this class, we will discuss from trigonometry chapter most important MCQs that is mostly coming in your competitive exam, your school level exam, or your board exam. So we'll solve all the MCQs with a short tricks. So look at the first question. So the first question is if sine theta is equal to 4 over 5, then what is the value of tan theta? Okay. So this value is not in the table, so we'll use the triplets value because we know that we have one Pythagorean triplet. So two numbers are given 4 and 5. So the third number is must be 3. Okay. If you don't know the Pythagorean triplet, then you can watch the previous video. In that I have explained the important Pythagorean triplets to remember to solve the question very quickly. Okay. So we have the triplet, this easiest triplet, this is 3, 4 and 5 that satisfy the Pythagoras theorem. So our third number in this case is nothing but 3. So we have to find out the value of tan theta. So let's say theta is here. Our sin theta is nothing but opposite, which is 4 upon hypotenuse, which is 5, which is given. We have to find out tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but opposite upon adjacent. So 4 upon 3. So the correct answer is B, 4 by 3. Look at the next question. The question is the value of 1 minus tan square 45 divided by 1 plus tan square 45. So in this case, we know the value of tan 45, which is to be 1. So if we substitute here, 1 minus 1 the whole square upon 1 plus 1 the whole square. So 1 square, which is nothing but 1. So 1 upon 1 plus 1. So it is 0 upon 2. So the answer is 0. So correct answer is option number D, 0. Next question. The value of sine A is given 1 upon 2, then the value of cot A. So in this question, we don't have to apply Pythagorean formula, trig, anything, because we know this value is there in the table. So sine A is equal to 1 by 2. So at what angle we'll get sine 1 by 2? Sine 30 degree, correct? So if we compare with this, sine A is given to be 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 is nothing but sine 30 degree we are getting. So if we compare this sine ratio, so we'll get A is nothing but here 30 degree in this case. So we'll get the angle A, that is 30 degree. Now we'll apply that angle here. So we have to find out cot A. So cot A is nothing but 30 degree. So the value of cot 30, which is nothing but root 3. So the correct answer is option number A, root 3. Okay. So whenever this table value is given, always find the angle and substitute. So look at one similar type of question. Tan theta is given root 3. So this is also a table value. So at what angle we'll get tan theta is root 3? Root 3 is nothing but tan 60 degree. Okay. Root 3. And it is given tan theta. So if we compare this, so we'll get the 60 degree is nothing but the value of theta. So we have to find out sec theta. So sec theta is nothing but 60 degree. Okay. So sec 60. If you don't know the value of sec 60, sec is reciprocal of cos. So what is cos 60? Cos 60 is 1 upon 2. So the reciprocal of cos is sec. So 1 by 2 reciprocal is nothing but 2. So the correct answer is C, option number. Next question. If cos theta plus sec theta is given to be 2, then what is the value of cos square theta plus sec square theta? Okay. So to solve this question, we will apply this trick. So whenever you come across this type of equation, x plus 1 by x is equal to 2. Okay. In that case, the value of x is must be 1 always. Okay. So here also cos theta plus sec theta. So cos theta plus sec theta. Sec theta is nothing but what? 1 upon cos theta, which is equal to given 2. Okay. So you can see that it is matching with this equation x plus 1 by x is equal to 2. Okay. So in that case, our cos theta value is nothing but equal to 1. So if we substitute the value here, so it is 1 square plus sec square means 1 upon cos square, that means 1 square. So what we will get? 1 plus 1 upon 1, which is 1. So answer is again 2. Okay. So in that case, the answer is always 2. Otherwise, you can do in another way. The maximum value of cos theta, that is 1, and value of sec theta is also 1 maximum. And this values only satisfy the equation 1 plus 1, which is 2. So if we substitute here, we will get again 2 answer. Okay. Look at the next question. Question number 6. The value of 9 times sec square a minus 9 times tan square a is. Okay. So if we take 9 common here, then we'll get inside the bracket sec square a minus tan square a, correct? And this is nothing but identity. Sec square a minus tan square a is equal to nothing but 1. So 9 times 1, which is equal to 9. So we have identity 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. So if we take this tan square theta this side, it becomes sec square theta minus tan square theta, which is equal to 1. Okay. So identity is sec square minus tan square, which is equal to 1. Suppose if the question is 9 times tan square theta minus 9 times sec square theta. So it is now reversed. So in that case, answer is minus 9. Okay, 9 times minus 1. But here it is given in the order, so answer is 9. Look at the next question. The value of 1 plus tan theta plus sec theta into 1 plus cot theta minus cosec theta. Okay, so like this lengthy equation will come, and the option is like this. You have to find out the values, then just choose one simple angle. Okay, so this value contains tan, sec, cot and cosec. So if we choose theta as 45 degree, because at 45 degree tan and cot is 1, so it is very easy to solve. Okay, so 1 as it is, then plus if we put tan theta is 45 everywhere, theta is 45 we have taken. Okay, so tan 45, that is 1, plus sec 45, sec 45 is root 2, multiply by 1 plus cot theta, so theta is 45, cot theta is 1, cot 45 is 1, after that minus is there, so minus, and cosec 45, so cosec 45 is root 2. Okay, so it is multiplication is there in the bracket. So if we add this 1 plus 1, which is 2, minus plus root 2, in the second bracket 2 minus root 2. Okay, so you can see that now it is nothing but a minus b, a plus b. So if we apply the property a minus b, a plus b, which is nothing but a square minus b square. So in this case a is 2, so 2 square, minus b is root 2, so root 2 square. So 2 square, which is 4, minus root 2 square, which is 2, so 4 minus 2 is 2. So the correct answer is C here, 2. Look at the next question. 1 plus tan square a upon 1 plus cot square a is equal to. So this question also we can solve by using taking a is equal to 45 degree. Okay, but in that case we have two options that will be correct. Okay, but we can eliminate two options. So if we apply a angle is to be 45 degree, so tan 45, which is 1, cot 45, that is also 1. So what we will get, 1 plus 1 square, that is 1, upon 1 plus cot square 45. So cot 45 is also 1, so 1 square is 1. Okay, so 1 plus 1, 2 upon 2. So 2 upon 2 is 1. So we must get answer to be 1. So if you put that angle, what we have taken, 45 degree. So if you put 45 here, so sec 45, which is root 2, and root 2 square is 2. Okay, so here in this first option we will get 2 answer if you put 45, but we want answer to be 1, so this option is wrong. Second option minus 1, that is also wrong. But if you put in option number C and D 45 degree here, so in both the case you will get answer 1. Okay, so 2 option is already discarded. Now we have to eliminate either C or D. So the trick is here, in the numerator 1 plus tan square, in the denominator 1 plus cot square a is given. So if we convert cot in terms of tan, so cot can be written as 1 upon tan. So cot square can be written as 1 upon tan square a. Okay, so 1 plus tan square a upon, if we do the cross multiplication here, so tan square a into 1, so it become tan square a plus 1 whole divided by tan square a. Okay, so this 1 plus tan square, 1 plus tan square get cancelled, and denominator of the denominator will come in the numerator. Okay, so in the numerator we'll get tan square a. So the correct answer is tan square a. So you can do directly like this, otherwise you can use this trick to solve the question. Look at the next question. This is also the important one. Sec a plus tan a, which is given to be x, then the value of sec a minus tan a is. Okay, so there is two way to do this question. Either this is a trick. If sec a plus tan a is given x, then the mirror image means inverse clone is sec a minus tan a. So the value of is 1 upon x. Okay, reciprocal. This is a direct trick. But if you want to solve by using identity, then we have the identity sec square a minus tan square a is equal to 1. This is our identity, trigonometry. sec square a minus tan square a is equal to 1. So if you apply one identity here, this is nothing but a square minus b square. So if we apply a square minus b square formula, that is nothing but a plus b a minus b. So it will become sec a plus tan a into sec a minus tan a plus b a minus b. Okay. So a square minus b square, which is a minus b into a plus b, is equal to 1 as it is. Now what is given? Sec a plus tan a, that value is given x. So here we will put x, and this we have to find out, sec a minus tan a, this we have to find out. Multiply by x is equal to 1. So this x is a multiplication with this bracket. So if we take in the denominator, we'll get the value of sec a minus tan a, which is nothing but 1 over x. So correct answer is B. Look at the next question. We have to find out the value of sin a plus cos a the whole square plus cos a plus sec a the whole square. So here we'll apply the trick. Let's take a to be 45 degree, because 45 degree is easy to calculate. Whenever square is there, tan, cot, okay, is there. So you sin a. So angle A we have taken 45 degree. So if we apply here sin 45, which is 1 by root 2. So if I write here 1 by root 2 plus cos a k. Cos a k is, so a is 45, so cos a 45 is root 2. Then the whole square plus in the second bracket we have cos a. So a is 45, so again 1 by root 2 plus sec 45, which is root 2. Again the whole square. Okay. So both the bracket are exactly same and with whole square. So both this thing exactly same. So if we add them, it is nothing but 2 times 1 by root 2 plus root 2 the whole square. Okay. So if we do the cross multiplication inside the bracket, what we will get? Outside 2 as it is, inside the bracket root 2 into, okay, root 2 upon 1 is there, so 1 into 1 1, then plus root 2 into root 2, which is 2, upon root 2 into 1, which is root 2 the whole square. So in the numerator 1 plus 2, which is 3, so 2 inside the bracket 3 upon root 2 the whole square. So outside 2 as it is, inside the bracket 3 square, which is 9, upon root 2 square, which is 2. So this 2 and 2 will get cancelled, so answer is 9. So we have to see in which option we will get answer 9 if we put angle A to be 45. Okay. So in the first option, 5 as it is plus tan 45 is 1, so 1 square, which is 1, plus cot 45, that is also 1, so 1 square is 1. So if we add up all the value, 5 plus 1 we'll get 7. So we are not getting answer 9, so this is wrong. Second option, 7 as it is, tan 45 1, so 1 square is 1, cot 45, that is also 1, so 1 square is 1. So 7 plus 1, which is 9. So this option is correct. Okay. If you put in these options, you will get sin 45 1 by root 2. So in that get 1 by 2, you won't get answer 9. Here also you won't get answer 9. Okay. So the correct answer is B, 7 plus tan square a plus cot square a. Look at the next question. The next question is on complementary angle. So the value of sin 18 upon cos 72 we have to find out. Okay. So sin and cos are the complementary means function. Whenever if we sin 18 can be written as cos 90 minus 72. Okay. Which is nothing but, sorry, sin 90 minus 72, which is nothing but cos 72. Otherwise the trick is here 18 and 72. If you add up both the angle and the addition is 90, okay, then the division value is always answer 1. If you add the angle and the answer is total 90, and we know that sin and cos, they are identical twins in that complementary angle. So in case of division, these both are equal. If you cancel out the equal things, okay, for example x upon x, answer is 1. Similarly sin 18 and cos 72, they are equal. So division is answer 1. So correct answer is B. Look at the next question. This is also again the same concept. The value of tan 1 degree multiplied by tan 2, tan 3, and dot 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 multiplication with tan 89. Okay. So this whole thing is the multiplication. So the trick is here, if we take this 10 1 and 10 last value 10 89, so the addition of 89 and 1, 89 plus 1 which is 90. Okay, so in case of 90 we'll get answer 1. Similarly 10 2 and the last second last 88, so 88 plus 2, so the addition of the angle is 90, so again we'll get answer 1. Similarly, if we do this in this pattern 10 3 with 10 87, so that multiplication is also 90. So after doing this, in the end we will get only one number, that is 1045, and we know that the value of 1045 which is also 1, so the multiplication of this full thing answer is 1, so the correct answer is B. Next question. So cos A plus B is given to be 0, so this side cos and this side 0, so apply the trick. When the cos is 0 at 90 degree, so we have to write down cos 90. So if we compare this equation with this, so we'll get angle, this is angle here A plus B, and this side angle is 90 degree, so we can say A plus B value is nothing but 90. Second condition, sine A minus B is equal to 1 by 2, so here sine is there, so at what angle sine is 1 by 2? Sine 60 degree, sorry, sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. So if we compare the angle, so A minus B is nothing but 30 degree. So we will get our second equation, A minus B is equal to 30 degree. So now we have two equations, addition of the two is 90 and subtraction is 30. Okay, so either you can solve or you can check the option. Look at the first option, 45 plus 45, that is 90, so first equation is satisfying, but the subtraction we required 30 degree. So if we subtract 45 minus 45, that is 0, so this is wrong. Second, 60 plus 30 which is 90, but 60 minus 30, that is also 30, so correct answer is B. If you look at the option number C, you will get 30 minus 60, so 30 minus 60 is negative 30, so this is wrong. Here also 0 minus 90 which is minus 90, which is also wrong. Okay, you can otherwise solve this equation by just adding, so minus B plus B get cancelled, A plus A which is 2A, 90 plus 30 120, so A you will get 60 degree, and if you put the value of A in one of them equation, you will get answer of B. Look at the next question. The question is, if a pole of 6 meter, okay, so this is a pole and height is given 6 meter, cast a shadow 2 root 3 meter, okay, so the shadow is here on the base and the shadow length is nothing but given 2 root 3 on the long ground, then the sun's elevation is, okay, so sun's elevation means this angle, we are looking at the sun from the ground, okay, so what is that angle theta we have to find out. So the trick is here, what is given angle, we have to find out this angle, so opposite side of the angle is given and the base side is given, so in which ratio we have opposite upon base? In case of tan, correct, so we'll apply this tan ratio here, so tan angle is here theta, and what is given, opposite is 6 upon adjacent is 2 by root 3. Okay, so 2 3s are 6, so 3 upon root 3. So if we do the rationalization, 3 upon root 3, so if we multiply and divide by root 3, then we'll get in the numerator 3 into root 3 upon denominator root 3 into root 3, which is 3, so 3 and 3 will get cancelled, so we'll get answer root 3, and this side tan theta is there, so at what angle tan will give you root 3 answer? Root 3 means tan which degree? 60 degree, that means this angle must be 60 degree, so the correct answer is option number A. Look at the next one. This is also most common question for the exam point of view. 4 tan theta is given to be 3, then the value of this thing is 1. So remember what is given, 4 tan theta is equal to 3. So we'll find out the value of tan theta from here. So tan theta is equal to what? If we take this 4 in the denominator, it becomes 3 upon 4. Okay. Otherwise, to solve this question easily, what you can take, tan theta is nothing but what? Tan theta is sin theta upon cos theta. Okay. So sin theta upon cos theta is equal to 3 upon 4, and we know that this is nothing but ratio. So we'll take here 3k and 4k. So take sin theta as 3k and take cos theta as 4k in this question. So if we apply the value 4, sin theta means 3k, so multiply by 3k, minus cos theta is nothing but 4k, divided by 4 times sin theta, that is again 3k, plus cos theta, that is 4k. So 4 3s are 12k, so 12k minus 4k upon 12k plus 4k. Okay, so 12 minus 4, which is nothing but 8k, upon 12 plus 4, which is 16k. So k and k will get cancelled. 8 to the 16, so answer is 1 over 2. So correct answer is C. Okay. So by using this short trick you can do, and the another thing is tan theta is given, so you have to make it tan theta in this ratio. So you have to divide every term by cos theta. So sin upon cos, which is tan, cos upon cos, which is 1. Here also sin upon cos, which is tan, and cos upon cos is 1. After that you have to substitute the value of tan theta. Okay. But this is a very short trick, so you can apply in the exam. Look at the next question. So the question is given, sin theta minus cos theta is equal to 0. Okay. So what way to find out sin raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta is what? Okay. So we know that if we take this minus cos theta this side, we'll get sin theta is equal to cos theta, correct? And we know that sin theta and cos theta are equal at what angle? Theta is equal to 45 degree. So if we put the value of 45 here, so sin 45, which is 1 by root 2, so 1 by root 2 raised to power 4, plus cos 45, which is also 1 by root 2, so root 2 raised to power 4. So 1 raised to 4 is 1 upon root 2 raised to power 4. Okay, so root 2 into root 2 into root 2 multiplied by root 2 4 times. So root 2 into root 2, which is 2, again 2. So 2 into 2, which is 4. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is nothing but 2 by 4. So if we cancel out, we will get answer 1 upon 2. So correct answer is C. Okay. Look at the next question. So the question is, the maximum value of 1 upon cosec theta is. So 1 upon cosec is nothing but sin theta, and the maximum value of sin theta is 1 from the table. So correct answer is B. Look at the next question. If sin theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1, then the value of cos square theta plus cos raised to 4 theta is. Okay, this is a nice question. So what is given? Sin theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So if I take this sin square theta this side, it becomes sin theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. Correct. Now 1 minus sin square theta, that is nothing but cos square theta from the identity. So we'll get sin theta is equal to cos square theta. So if we substitute the value of sin theta in this equation, okay, so sin theta means cos square theta from here. After that plus sin square theta. Okay, so sin theta is cos square theta. So if we take the square on both the side, then sin square theta will be what? Cos raised to 4 theta. So instead of sin square theta, we have to put cos raised to 4 theta, and is equal to 1 as it is. So we got our answer, cos square plus cos raised to 4, which is nothing but 1. So correct answer is 1 here. Look at the last and important one. In triangle ABC, right angle triangle at C, the value of sin A plus B is. Okay, so right angle is given at C. Okay, so let's right angle is here, so this is nothing but C. Okay, this is B. So we have to find out A plus sin A plus B. So if you look at this triangle, we know that in the triangle total angle, okay, here it is A, here it is C, here it is B. So angle sum property is what? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So angle C is given 90 degree. So A plus B plus C is 90 is equal to 180. Okay. So if we take 90 this side, so A plus B is equal to 180 minus 90, which is nothing but 90. So the value of A plus B, which is 90 degree. So if we put here So sine a plus b is 90 and sine 90 is nothing but 1. So correct option is D. So these are the questions. If you like this video, then share with your friend and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.